How you doing, fellas? It's Bear with Texas Bushcraft. I was going to do a little video on making some Charcloth with the Altoids tins. Actually, I've got several different kind of tins. I got the big Altoids tins. I got the little Altoids small tins. And then I've got a snus tin, and then a tin that I got for my wife last Valentine's Day with a cookie in it. And we're going to try to see if we can make some Charcloth in all of those. But the beginning of this video is going to be actually me making this fire. I haven't done it this way before, so we got a teepee set up over here with the sticks. We got the smaller ones on the inside, and then some bigger ones on the outside. I've got some dry material around the outside of it, and then my bird nest right here has got some steel wool in it, and then jute twine underneath that, and then grasses around the outside of it. So we'll see how this works. There we go, guys. Put this in there a little bit, see if we can't get this started up. Alright, so we'll give this a few minutes to start up, get some coals going, and then we'll be back with you. Alright guys, so we're back now. We got the fire going, we got a nice bed of coals out here. And what we're going to do is we can't actually start the Charcloth in these. We have to burn out all the chemicals that are on the inside of it. So what we're going to do is toss these on here and let the fire heat these things up and char out all that stuff that's in there. Just set them on here in a couple places and then wait for a little bit. And the next time we come up, it'll probably be a little dark, but we'll see if we can stoke this fire up a little bit and you can see. If not, you can at least hear what we're doing. I'll try to get like my flashlight out and show you all the stuff that's going on. So we'll be back with you in a little bit. Alright, so we're going to try to do this real quick. So this is what it's going to look like afterwards. It's all charred up and nasty looking. We're going to take my Mora here. You puncture a hole in the top. Doesn't have to be a big hole, just a little one. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that or not. I can find some. There you go. Just a little hole. And what we're going to do is I've got some jean material here. We're just going to cut some pieces to put in here. So we'll just cut up a few pieces here. Stack them in there. We're going to close it up. We're going to toss it on the fire. And in a few minutes, it should start to smoke. And the smoke will come out of that little hole. Once it stops smoking, you need to turn it over and put the hole in the dirt so that way no air gets in, and then pull it off. So after it gets done smoking, we'll pull it off the fire and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so here are the 3 containers. They've cooled off. They're cool to the touch now. Well, this one's kind of warm still, but cool to the touch for the most part. So let's open them up and see how we got. There's a Charcloth right there. Just little pieces. These are actually pretty good size pieces for starting a fire just individually. You don't have to break any piece off of it, just start it up like that. And the Altoids, the big Altoids tin. Whoa. There was some good stuff in those jeans apparently. Some resin coating the inside of this thing. But yeah, it's a little brown, but I think that's pretty good. Like, that's fine. We can use that anyway. What I'll do is I'll take a piece out of each one of these and try it out and see how it works. Throw some sparks on it. See how well it starts up, and then some big ones in that round one. All right, so let's get my knife over here. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll move over to a shaded area so that way we can actually see the fire when it starts on there. So I'll be right back with you. All right, fellas, so what we got right here is my, where I have my hammock set up. I just got my whoopee set up as a block for the sun here. So we're going to start off, make sure you can see this. Yeah, as long as I do it right here. All right, so we're going to start off with the little one here. Just take one of the pieces out of here. I'm going to start it on this. In there, yeah. Alrighty. My lanyard out of the way here. Yeah, there it goes. See if I can get this a little closer so you guys can see it. I mean, it's lit up pretty good. I'll toss that off to the side there so it'll smother it out. Alright, so the little one works. Let's try the Altoids 10 one since it had some funny results with that resin stuff in there. I don't know if you can see, but I mean, there's some pretty good amount of resin in there from something on the jean, I guess. I'm not sure what, but we're going to try this out. So let's tear off a piece. We'll see if it throws a spark or catches a spark. Alright, so seems like that resin stuff is keeping it from catching a spark. Maybe maybe it didn't burn enough out of that tin, and that's what's causing the problem, is the resin on it is just bad. Let's try some of these bottom ones. They have a little bit different texture than these top ones do. Let's see. Oh, look. Yeah, those bottom ones are fine. But yeah, the bottom one's working fine. I mean, it lit up pretty good. So maybe it's that issue that I was talking about where it just caught fire and it just burned those top few layers. Like right here is where it starts feeling a little different. The edges are like the top ones. So maybe it's just those top layers got burned in the process. So yeah, we'll just have to get rid of these few layers. And you can see, make sure that I get these in the camera. I want to see if I can get it focused enough. There we go. See how the edges are brown there? And it's got a different color to it. It's kind of a crunchy feeling to it too. It's not really soft like these are. These are kind of soft and still pretty pliable. Not crunchy at all, or like the other ones are. So we'll just throw those away. And let's give the other ones in the round tin a try. Alright. Pull off a piece here on the top. And it actually caught in a couple places. See if I can get this thing to focus. There you go. So yeah, they all worked. You can use pretty much any tin. Just got to make sure there's no air that gets into it. So I'm going to set these off to the side and put them in my pack, keep the Charcloth all together. Get a little Ziploc bag when I get home and put them all together so that way I don't lose them. And I'll be right back with you in a little bit. We're going to go do a video on the saws, and I've got another video I'm going to do about my my pack, a review of my pack after I've had it for a year and I've been using it. So be right back with you guys.